Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. Yeah. In front of us we have the Sangean PR-D19. It's an AM, FM stereo, digital portable radio. This particular radio was donated to the channel by Peter Atkinson. Yeah, the guy who keeps donating radios, he's awesome. Thank you, sir. Big shout out to you. Awesome radio. Was on my wish list for a while and was very surprised to receive this. Thank you very much. So here it is, Sangean PR-D19, FM stereo, AM digital tuning portable receiver. There's a picture of it. Dual speakers, baby. Yeah, loving it. Okay, box. Side baby picture. Got some bullet points, which will cover most of that stuff there. Just kind of quickly go across there. You can pause if you need to. There's some little symbols. Serial number. Bottom of the box. Okay. Let's go see what's inside the box. Took everything out just to make it easier. That box is not fun to open. Got some paperwork. Let's see. Limited warranty. I'm going to bring this down. So limited warranty, we get 1 year, which is nice because their newer DT800 radio only came with 90 days. So this is a 1 year warranty. Beautiful. Okay. Next, we got very important, please read about the AC adapter that they do not give you with this radio. So I don't know why they give you this. So I guess if you get the adapter, they'll probably have paperwork with that too. Here's the manual. Sangean PR-D19. Very clear and concise. Yeah, they got illustrations. And they show you which buttons do what. So yeah, a lot of cool things. There's like one or two things that you need the book for, to learn it so you know what you're doing. Like how to set the clock. I had to use the book to set the clock. Never had to do that before. Yeah, fun. It was just me. I missed the printing on the front of the radio. Here we go. Here's a spec. I got frequency range. So FM says 87.5 to 108. Now the neat thing about this radio, it's not advertised in the manual, but it contains 4 different FM ranges. Yes. So this is FM range 0, actually. FM 0, FR1, they call it, is 76 megahertz to 90 megahertz. FR2 is equal to 64 to 108 megahertz. And then the other choice, FR3, which is your 4th choice, is 76 to 108. So it has 4 different bands you can select for FM. Amazing. They don't show that here, but it's in the menu. I love it. AM 9K, 10K right there. Some more stuff for you there. All right, cool. Let's get to the radio. All right, knocking stuff over. All right, excited. This is a cool radio. Okay, we'll go size dimensions. 7 3/4 inches across, 4 1/4 inches high, and a case depth of 1 5/8 of an inch. Size comparison. I have to bring this back up. All right. So I got like a little radio, something big like this one. I sold my PR-D18 prematurely because I wasn't liking the lower tone of these speakers, but now I've warmed up to them. So I'm probably going to buy a PR-D18 again because I kind of miss it. But here's a Skywave. Here is a CC pocket. Give you an idea. Whoops, for size comparison. Yeah, this one's going to sound better, I hope. Let's see what else we got. We got Iron Man. Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can do it like no one can. He can dance. I don't know. We're going to keep going with that, but he's cool. All right. Off the side. Okay, let's go over features. A lot of features of this radio. Makes it a lot of fun to use. I'm loving this radio. So let's go over them. Left-hand side, we have some jacks. We have an auxiliary in, which is stereo. Beautiful sounding out of these 2 speakers. Just love it. Headphone jack, good headphone experience, typical of Sangean quality. Low noise floor, good FM stereo separation, just sounds great. You do have the bass too, by the way. But good mid-range, I love it. DC in, 6 volts, 1 amp. Now I think my other power supplies will work for my other Sangean radios. I really like the FM reception of this radio, and this might become my FM DXing radio next summer. So something to look forward to. Front of the radio, we have 2 speakers. They measure 2 1/4 inches across each. Awesome, and they sound beautiful. There's your LCD display, which you saw has a white backlight. Right now it's showing the clock, 5:10 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can change that to 24-hour mode, which is nice, so 12-hour or 24-hour clock. Here we have some buttons. As you notice, you're going to see like a little lint and stuff. This thing is a static magnet right now because it's dry in here. We have some buttons. Alarm. We have alarm, wake to buzzer, wake to radio, or both. We have a band button, and it has a step function. See that green? I couldn't read that before. That's why I didn't know how to set the clock. I didn't know which button set the clock because I couldn't read the little green. But yeah, if you look at the right light, it's a step. We have bandwidth, and then we have the band button. So, FM to AM. Here we have a green LED that lights up when the power is on. Thank you, Sangean, and thank you, radio companies in general, incorporating a simple LED light to tell you the radio is on. That is a beautiful thing. If you lower your volume and you forgot you did, and you walked away from the radio and came back, and you just had the radio sitting there for a couple days, you could run your batteries dead. So nice to know that the light tells you it's on. Here we have a power button with the sleep function. Over here we have the volume down and up. We have a display function. When you hit this display button, it'll show the clock or the frequency while the radio is on. It also has a function for changing the FM stereo to FM mono to improve your signal quality on fainter stations. And of course, you have your clock set feature there too. Tuning up and down and seeking up and down buttons there, and also menu choice selects when you're in the menu. Menu is pretty simple. It is 9K, 10K, and then the setting FM goes from 50 kilohertz steps to 100 kilohertz steps. Okay, there's dual speaker, PR-D19, again, lint magnet, right hand side, nothing. Top of the radio, you'll notice 5 buttons. Those are your preset buttons. You get 2 FM bands and 2 AM bands, giving you a total of 20 presets. The antenna rotates 360 degrees and extends out to 26 inches. One thing I want to notice about the antenna here, you notice how the radio stands up real nice. This antenna is very heavy. So if you extend this antenna to the back of the radio, and if I pull the antenna out, it causes the radio to become back heavy. Let me see if I can get that more extension. So this radio wants to fall back. Right now it's hitting something, but yeah, if it didn't have a box to stop it, it would fall over. Something to keep in mind with the radio. If you have the antenna straight up, it's fine. But when you extend that antenna to the back side, it will want to tip on you. So something to keep in mind when you're using this radio. It doesn't bother me because this radio rocks. All right, cool. So I like the little notch to pull the antenna out. That's pretty handy there. So we go into the presets, we go into the antenna. All right, 26-inch monster. I love it. Back of the radio, we have a lock switch. Of course, you'd expect it to lock out all the buttons, which it does. There's a little lock symbol on the display. Turn that off. As you can tell, it's a fingerprint magnet. Here's the battery compartment. 2 little tabs to open it up. It takes 4 AA batteries. You can use rechargeables or alkalines, but there's no charge mode on the radio, so don't expect the AC adapter to charge anything. It does not on this radio. Okay, and then if you look over here, I'm going to snap those in. We have frequency ranges again, as you saw in the book. Serial number. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about FM reception, and we'll turn this on and cruise to the band a little bit and listen to some music. All right, so first, FM reception report. The FM sensitivity is amazing. Absolutely godlike. Now, it's one of my second best or third best radios, and I'll tell you which ones are, well, maybe third, right in there with the second or third best. It got about 87 stations. Yeah, 87 FM stations. Amazing. And they sounded good. So the sensitivity is very good to excellent. So it's almost excellent. Excellent is 90 plus stations, just to give you an idea. I only had 1 or 2 radios, I think, do that. The Field BT by Grundig, Eaton. And I believe the second one was the PR-D19 or the EP Pro. Can't remember which one was close. So this thing is just absolutely amazing. That's why I want to use it for my FM DXing. It sounds just like my PR-D19, which is just amazing on FM. Selectivity, of course, is very good to excellent because it just found those stations so well. There was like 1 station that caused some bleed over, but that was only 1 station. That's why I didn't get an excellent rating. Otherwise, it would have been excellent because it was so good at picking up those faint stations. So yeah, great radio. So that's that. So let's go ahead and fire it up and hear what it sounds like. Hit the power button. And right now we're on AM, so let's go to FM. Here's auxiliary, battery level indicator. Alright, so let's go show you what we got here. So you see the volume, it shows what digital volume you're on there. Stereo, you notice that little icon there, that's your bandwidth. So you can actually set it to narrow or wide. It helps the signal. Preset, this is 4. And you can change this, of course, because you got them all on top there. Quick press, and you're right here. I'll show you that in a little bit. There's FM1. Switch to clock, so if that bugs you, you gotta go back, hit the button to see your frequency, and of course it's gonna probably snap back to the clock again. So there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and set this down, and we will let this play for a few minutes.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Okay, there you go. Get a good audio test. Sounds fantastic. Now, I know it's not in person. I don't have a stereo mic here, but the stereo separation is noticeable, even though these speakers are fairly close together. I would say the distance is, what do we got, about 2.5-inch distance there. It still sounds good. It's amazing. It's got a full sound to it when it hits the stereo mode. You hear a difference when it's from stereo to mono. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead and just turn off some stuff. We'll do an AM band scan. So this thing can do on AM at night. We're about 5:20 p.m. right after dusk. We get the nighttime stations start coming in. So real cool thing we can do really quick here is I can just extend this antenna up. We'll just do an FM. Show you how the presets work on the FM here, how it tunes. And then we'll go to the AM band. So let's raise my antenna up a little bit. Okay, it's cool. I can lay it flat like this and have the antenna up. It's a good feature. All right, so go ahead and turn this volume up here. Should have nothing. Okay, so I have presets.
Or keep that
Preset
private.
1, hitting the buttons
you
here.
have all the ingredients that come
Clicky.
together for abuse to happen. So that's why
souls, right? But don't go on to learn. The good souls move on to a different plane to learn, right? Beth?
Middle Eastern mysticism there.
Founder of the online daily urbanmilwaukee.com. Jeremy, thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Well,
thinking about how amazing it would be here, and it looks like so much dedication and time.
So you can tune by tapping, and you can press and hold.
Just able to connect to it, everybody knowing somebody who's gay and somebody that they would love to respect and highlight in their life.
The Pinto Pride Parade and now the Festival of Diversity will be on June 2nd and will feature food, music, and floats. Pinto's goal for the Pinto Pride Project is...
Okay, so we'll go to the AM band. Let me just antenna back down. So I'd show you how that tunes on FM. Yeah, it's like really good sound. Love it. So you buy this radio for FM, you're going to just be like, yeah. All right, now AM was pretty good during the day. Sounded great on all my locals. Semi-locals were coming in nicely. So let's see what we can find during the day. Or sorry, evening. 5:30 CIAO, Brampton, Ontario. I believe. Cool. That's pretty good. 540 Jackson, Wisconsin. That's 70 miles away. 400 watts at night. 550 KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri. 275 miles, 5,000 watt tower. It's cool we're hearing it.
Is that the way? Is that the way to be granted asylum? That's the way you do it now. You pick up rocks.
We have a bandwidth control, but
it's
a bit too
you breach our
strong.
fencing. You bust into the country illegally. Give me number 3.
So it really muffles it.
So at least 3 agents were actually struck by rocks, but they were in tactical gear, so their helmets and their shields and their bulletproof vests actually protected them from the rocks. We did have a few vehicles that were damaged.
WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan. 137 miles, 5,000 watt tower.
Safe and effective anesthetics. Nothing.
600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 175 miles, 5,000 watt tower.
Stray too far away from the kind of, I suppose,
WTMJ in
mission
Milwaukee,
work that I
Wisconsin.
tried to do through the Lieutenant Governor's office.
That is Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Crayfish.
So 6:30 here, playing music is CFCO Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles, 6,000 watt tower.
The malnourished children.
640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois.
Where she goes, she finds
And something else right there.
As we talk on the phone, she sends me a photo of a little girl.
Interesting here. This is a new station for
years
me.
old, but is so small that she looks like a newborn. She's wrapped in a pink blanket and wears a baby blue knitted cap. She was suffering from severe malnutrition. Her bones were sticking out of her skin. She was sent to a hospital, but 48 hours later, she died. A 5-year-old. Never got to see any pretty things in her life. Never got to make any of
Sounds
her
pretty
dreams
depressing
come
there. Okay.
I love him. I do too. He's
650?
just adorable. If you follow him on
WSM,
Facebook
Nashville,
or
Tennessee.
Instagram, he and his wife both
434
have
miles.
separate accounts, but they're just so lovely and family is so...
Wellington Heights Ford on Dundee Road, just 10 minutes north of Woodfield Mall, or online at
WSCR, The Score, Chicago.
Yes.
CKGM, Montreal, Quebec. 763 miles. Beautiful.
How he played.
Oh, he's a confident player as well. You know, I know he's going to come in as the top player he is. That's the reason
700 WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
To me, you know, had to start faster and early.
Okay, so we're picking up something on 710.
I think it's more so mental than anything else. I think, you know, even when I see him cover now, I'm like, you know, why is he
710 WOR. New York, New York, 750 miles. So that bandwidth does help. Just check up the volume. Nice.
Kardashian West, man.
The ball. Make plays like we always do.
People don't like to hear about injuries.
Cool.
Which was only.
Okay, 720 is WGN Chicago.
Oh, it's crime time.
740 is CFCM Toronto, Ontario. Man, it always comes in so good on my radios. 460 miles. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. 750 WSB Atlanta, Georgia. 630 miles.
Your callers, your previous caller's point.
760 WJR, Detroit.
I understand, Mitch, what you're saying, that the impetus may appear to be
270 miles.
He's, you know, trying to.
Now we will play the other half of that for the bottom of the hour.
770 WABC, New York City, New York. Barely getting it, but it's coming in. Oops.
I don't want to
go back. Already press and hold. Helps a little bit.
Daily pumpkin soy latte. As you wait for your coffee, you get a buzz.
780 WBBM.
No, it's not.
Black Friday at 4. Get the SUV you want with the features you want.
AM on this is really good. CKLW, Windsor, Ontario.
Celebrate Black
280 miles.
77374 LIDE.
WGY, Albany, New York. There you go. I just heard him say it. 740 miles. Sweet.
Have to give up living at Visiting Angels provides personal home care. You'll select visitingangels.com or call 877.
This radio's good at knowing out other stations next to it. That's nice. 820 is WCPT local. I think WBAP was that Famer station. Right there. You can just dial it in by just moving that radio a little bit. Love it.
Look at Hillary Clinton. You're starting to see how some conspiracy.
830 WCCO Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles.
In the toughest moments.
WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, 300 miles.
You know, it's a
Music on 850. It's usually KOA Denver, but I think we're gonna. This is a local 850. I think this is our WAIT in Crystal Lake. It hasn't turned off yet. Okay, turn this up. CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Frenchies.
AM and FM.
Just missed the callers.
CBS News Update. It's called a restructuring.
So this is WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles.
Puts 5 factories
Coming
in
in
the U.S.
beautiful.
and Canada on notice for possible closure and cut nearly 14,000.
our NASA Inside spacecraft stuck to Mars landing.
It will now study the deep interior of the
880. Usually it's New York, but it could be a Nebraska station.
I'm Jeff Moore. We are going to begin here tonight with the...
Or it could be a Canadian station.
...to America's biggest automaker.
I'm not going to wait around.
From the Weather Channel, I'm Scott Laurie, more WLS AM 890 with another update in 30 minutes.
Chicago. Okay, I'm just going to cruise up here to the dial.
Got me anywhere.
Local.
Yeah.
WMVP.
Sure. Along with a Blue Chew.
Chicago.
Then you're good to go.
Reaching patients, including hip implants
KDK,
and
Pittsburgh.
pelvic mesh. The Food and Drug Administration announcement follows the publication of a global investigation into medical device safety. Well, about 40,000 people went to an estate.
So whether you're looking to buy a brand new Buick or
WHO,
GMC
Des Moines,
truck,
Iowa,
or
280
choose from
miles.
the great inventory, you can... After the win over the Rockets, here's what head coach Larry Drew said.
1100 WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio.
We've
345 miles.
some pretty good bat.
1110, I think, is KFAB, Omaha, Nebraska. 405 miles.
Meantime, Lambert is reporting Thanksgiving travel volume was up more than
KMOX, St.
5%
Louis.
this year. Airport Director Rhonda
275 miles.
says some 270.
300 troops who were in Arizona and in Texas,
WRVA, Richmond,
after
Virginia.
Sunday's rush to the border.
665.
To the world.
Local.
A set of 4 tires. Don't miss this incredible offer. 3850 West Henrietta Road or online at o'connorchevrolet.com. Chevrolet, find new roads.
News Radio Wham 1180 weather. Brought to you by William Mattar.
There you go.
In a car,
Wham.
call William
Rochester, New York.
Mattar.
It's slowly going to be back to winter weather. We have
545
rain
miles.
showers for now, but it gets a little cold.
Beautiful.
Citizen.org for tickets.
For the area's finest dining.
Let's seek out here.
WLAC. I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans,
There you
America's premier home purchase lender. We've created a new way
WLAC
to
is
protect
Nashville,
you from
Tennessee.
unpredictable interest rates. Our exclusive Rate Shield approval. First, we lock your interest. Nate Murphy caught it, placed it.
KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa. 210 miles. Okay, we'll go up to 1610 here. CHHA, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles.
Steelers last night. Where the hell was Bedrock? You grow. News.
KCJJ. The Mighty. Yeah, I forget where they're at. Iowa City, Iowa. 175 miles, 1000 watt tower. Let's get to the top of the band.
Here's a living daylight time.
So nice and strong to the top of the band. I see it's performing very well at daytime. So we'll do a daytime band scan. Alright. And of course, my presets. 1.
Damn, but there's our 8 and 3. And that
2673. The VIX at
We came up with this word.
the gallery was 9 and the Cavs 117 to 108 win. Sexton talked about the way he was.
There you go. Go ahead, turn this off. Do final thoughts on the Sangean PR-D19. I think this is definitely superior radio over the PR-D18. Of course, the dual speakers really make a difference. I didn't know how much it would make a difference. Now I noticed how much it does. It's the better radio. So if you're thinking about an 18, skip it, buy the 19. I'm just tell you to do it because it's just a little longer, but it's worth it. Every bit of it is worth it. You get the bandwidth controls, a lot of extra settings. It is a radio that's a keeper. I'm loving this. Preset buttons on top. This antenna is just amazing. Reception FM is just crazy good. AM is really good. It's just, amazing. That's all I can say. Definitely gets a recommended buy in my book. And what I'll do is I'll put a link to this radio down below there, a little Amazon link. if you love the radio and you're like, yeah, Todd, I'm going to buy that radio, it looks awesome, then yeah, go ahead and use that link. Click it, takes you to Amazon to go buy it. And then what happens, you buy the radio, and a little commission comes back to me, and like around 4%. So you guys can figure whatever 4% of this radio would be. Then you're helping out the channel indirectly. It doesn't come out of your pocket. It comes out of Amazon's big wallet because they make so much money per day. So thank you very much. That'd be awesome. So if you're going to do that, perfect. If you enjoyed the presentation of the PR-D19 review, please give me a big like. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Rock on. 2, if you're new to the channel and you love Sangean products and you want to see more, feel free, subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future videos. I plan to do a full evening band scan later at night where we might get more clear reception on those stations in the daytime. So we're going to do 2 more videos on this radio. It's going to be awesome. And I definitely plan for the future. 3rd, of course, comment below what you think about the Sangean PR-D19. Yeah, it's still a fingerprint magnet up here, but it actually is just such a good sounding radio. And it's become my FMDX machine. I'm pretty happy about this. This is really cool. Good investment. Even I know it was donated, but if I was to buy another radio for, like, say, my FM thing, I would definitely buy a second one to pair with this one. It's that good. Love it. Okay, guys. Well, I appreciate you watching. Take care, and we'll see you next episode. Goodbye.